Columbia area, and I remember I was hiking with my wife, and at the time, my wife, and we went up to a place, I can't remember the name, but I believe it was in Washington. Yeah, of course it was in Washington State. And we hiked up, and this several thousand feet, and we came up above the tree line, and we pitched our tent, and we were laying down to go to sleep, and this growl, just this impersonal, monstrous, earth-swallowing growl came out of the ground right through the bottom of our tent. And, the earth didn't open up, but we were in free fall in our minds right into the bowels of the earth. It was so, good Lord, how it was just, gosh, it was just, you realize that you weren't even a flea compared to the forces that were just, emanating, and just, you could just envision the earth opening up any second. And, that was quite a thing. It didn't last for more than 30 seconds, but that was quite a memory. And then it started snowing. It was early morning. It started snowing, and people had been killed there by freak snowstorms, and this was blizzards up there, and this was unusual because it was summer, and so we were very concerned, and I was looking at the map and trying to see how to get down from there without using the trail, because the visibility was closing out, and if I could only see 3 feet, how can I get down? And there was a creek that flowed right next to us. It's just a little thing, but it went down. It had a bit of a gully to it, and then I noticed that if I were to follow that gully, after a couple of miles, the creek took an abrupt. I can't remember. I guess that was south, and it took an abrupt change to the south to the east, and the problem was it went through. We had a top map, and it went through a place that obviously we were gonna have to hike around. We wouldn't be able to follow the stream. It obviously went through a pretty large and vertical drop. But then the question is how to get across the stream, because at that juncture you could see on the map it had gotten significantly larger, and that would be a problem because this was winter. It was freezing. Wait a minute, no, it was freezing, but it was summer, and so you wouldn't want to get wet because you wouldn't last for very long with hypothermia. And then from there, how to find the parking lot. If you really couldn't see, and this was going to be difficult because there was a bit of a ways, and the weren't any landmarks exactly, but there was a road, and if we had our bearings right, we could hit the road, and presumably the parking lot would be back to the west. But again, if snow covered, and if there was snow in the parking lot, and there were no cell phones at that time, and how you were going to get out. So it was just, it looked real bleak, and so it looked like one would have a chance, better than taking the trail, because there was no such landmarks on the trail. So, but anyways, we hurriedly packed up because the advancing wind and snow visibility diminishing. In minutes we were packed and on our way down, and we did the trail because we still had the visibility, and so we thought maybe we could beat the storm, and we did. So anyway, I think by the time we got to the parking lot, that as is usual for this kind of thing, for a winter storm, there was no snow in the air at the parking lot, so it worked. We just breathed a sigh of relief and drove home.